Hey, what's going on, guys? Wookie from ArchonsCorner.com. Just coming in saying this is the end. I know it wasn't as long as I really wanted it to be. I wanted to capture more footage, but you guys obviously know if you're listening to the show, there's been some personal things that I honestly had to take care of, and there was no way around it. I wish there just wasn't. Fortunately, like I said, I got a ton of reps on TCO with it. Really enjoyed it. I mean, it had highs and lows. I'm one that likes to play a deck and then kind of, if it has legs, I'll continue to play it, and if it doesn't, I'll put it away. Fortunately enough, this one did have some legs on it, and I honestly enjoyed playing it. Maybe I didn't enjoy playing it for all the 2.5 months that I did play it, but I would definitely do something like this again, maybe for a shorter amount of time, maybe for a month tops, really. You really find yourself kind of exhausting yourself playing one deck. I mean, for me, that's not my style. I like to try lots of different decks and kind of see what sticks and what suits my play styles. To learn a new deck kind of over the course of 2.5 months, I can say that did I get better with the deck? Probably. But it wasn't my kind of play style, so I struggled with it. But if you guys want a chance to win this deck, I'm going to put a card up in the top right corner. You guys can go look at the very first video we did for the one deck challenge and kind of take a look at it, and maybe you just want a free deck. I'll send it out to you. All you got to do is like the video, subscribe to the channel, and put in the comments section, give me that deck, and I'll put you all into some form of random number generator, and whoever wins, and I will ship it out to you. So I will see you guys at the end of the video. All right, guys, here we go. One deck challenge. This pop filter is going to drive me nuts. One deck challenge. This is the big day. This is the Vault Tour. My expectation on the day, Prime Championship, not Vault Tour. Dan's driving. We're headed to I Am Board Games in Middleton, Wisconsin. This is it. This is the Prime Championship. This is what we've been working for all this time. My expectation on the day with Prime, like top tier Prime Championship level decks, 2 and 3. That's honestly, if I go 3 and 2, I'd be thrilled. But just knowing some of the things that are going to be out there, I'm guessing 2 and 3. Dan, what are you playing today?
Gonna play Square Bus.
Okay. You picked that up, the most recent sealed Vault Tour?
No, I got that at the first sealed Prime I went to.
Oh, sealed Prime, okay. And what's your expectations on today? 5-0?
4-1.
4-1. Big expectations for today. We're going to get in. We're going to get checked in. And we'll see you guys when we get there. Alrighty, guys. Here we are. I'm bored. Games and family fun. Let's head in and let's get ourselves registered. What do you say, Dan?
Oh, boy.
Dan's on board. You can't hear him, but he's 100% on board. All right, guys, so we're here with Chris. He was our round 1 matchup. You guys might know him from his recent fame for the new end of turn rules. So, Chris, what'd you think? How'd I do?
You did good. Honestly, your deck was okay. I wouldn't say like, oh my god,
it's not broken. Great. It's not busted.
And I brought one of my best Kodas.
Yeah.
So it had a triple snooge with a Terror and Schuler.
Schuler, yep.
So you had Kingafan out there, and basically I'm like, well, I can go for the Æmber, run for it. You're gonna kill it because there's Fangtooth out there anyway. So I went all the way, just left him on the board. That might have been a mistake on my part, but you had a lot of answers.
Yeah.
And at the very end, I'm like, all right, I have the keys, I have it. I just got to make you stop it. I know you have a too much to protect, and you have a ton of steel and shadows. Mm-hmm. Your Star Alliance, I don't remember everything, but there's easily play effects that can increase my key costs. So I'm like,
not in Star Alliance.
You didn't have one, but there's a couple different plays I could have captured. So I'm like, all right, we're gonna go Untamed. I'm hoping that's safe. I saw the Mermook early and forgot there were 2.
Yeah, there's 2 Mermooks in the deck, double Mermook, double Mimicry. It spells disaster, especially if you're playing a lot of cards that want to steal. And a card that I hate the most is Too Much to Protect. And if you have it in your deck, I have technically now 3 copies in my deck. So it works out well. Towards the end of the game, I mean, we flashed out really quick. I started with a treasure map, which is, I've told you guys this time and time again, it's one of 2 cards I'm looking for in my opening hand. It's either Fangtooth or treasure map. If I don't get one of those 2 in my opening hand, we are mulliganing 100% of the time. TCO tells us, the TCO tracker also tells us that that's the right move. We're looking for those cards and kind of just play it out and play it the best that you can. Get as many cards out of hand as possible to cycle back around, which is kind of just a rule of Keyforge in general. So, Chris, it was awesome. Thank you much. We'll see you guys for round 2. All right, guys, so we're here with Ryan. Nice playing you again. We played during the store championship. I prevailed there. Ryan prevailed here. This was the story of 2 decks, and it was the deck. It's the worst possible draw I could have feared out of this deck. I know what the bad draw is, and I happened to draw it twice, so hopefully that doesn't happen again. I open up with Too Much to Protect and Ronnie twice. There's nothing I can do at this point. I've got 4 cards of shadows. I've got to go. What did you open up with? I know you had a lot of Sanctum in your hand.
I opened up with a couple of discs. I threw out the Shred and the Succubus and then Snudge so that I could start bouncing your artifacts if I needed to. And yeah, as soon as I saw you toss the TMTP and the Ronnie, I was like, all right, well, I can go, and I just have to make sure not to discard any shadows so that Mimicry can't do anything.
Right, it's one of those things of what do I do? Do I hold it until he, I don't know how fast the deck is. I saw it seemed pretty fast. Do I hold it until he's ready? I'm chaining myself, and I need to find that Fangtooth as fast as I can. The deck really does revolve around it. And at one time he bounces it to my hand. I wasn't all too concerned about that. It's if it gets blown up. Now I gotta kind of worry. I hear people kind of creeping on us here a little bit, but that never happened thus far. You're the only deck I've played. It's only been 2 rounds that had any sort of real artifact control. So I haven't seen much of it today as I've been wandering around the thing. We'll see how it goes. Really low draw. It happens. Hopefully, maybe I'll make top 8. I'm not making top 8. But if I do, maybe we'll see again.
Yeah, you never know.
Take care. Thanks, guys. We'll see you after round 3. All right. Hopefully, I'm in frame. We got Dan, Dr. Sheep here. How are you doing thus far?
I'm doing quite well. I'm 3-0 now.
3-0. Dan brought real decks, everybody. He brought Square Bus, right? Yeah, you brought Square Bus. So Square Bus is 3-0. You wanted to see how it would do in a competitive scene.
I was really hoping to test against some good Worlds Collide, and I've been Coda.
I've played some Worlds Collide. I'm now 2-1, so my goal is met. I predicted 2-3 on the day. We still have 2 more rounds, so we'll see how that goes. If I had to predict right now, I'm going to probably drop the next game with an L, and then end up with the win at the end. That's my prediction. So we're saying 3-2. I'd still be shocked if this deck makes top 8. We'll have to wait and see. So, Dan, I'm pretty sure you're going to be in no matter what.
Lose 2 games and you're not guaranteed. So,
but we are going to have
find one more.
We are going to have some 3-2s doing this game in this tournament. How many do we have? 49?
40. I thought it was just 40.
40. Okay, I know we're 1 short of doing a 6th round. So whatever that is, he announced it at the beginning. I don't remember what it is. So. The deck's doing well. My deck went on an extreme apology tour for me. It gave me the complete correct setup. Everything I had came out at exactly the right time I needed it. It was like, so sorry about that last match. And then I ended up forging an alliance for the last key. So I went three keys to none this last game. So Dan, what did you do last game? I came at the end.
I got a real lucky high roll where I played Igor, Eddies.
Oh.
And then a wild wormhole into a Hysteria. And he had one of my creatures collared at that point, so I got him back.
Yeah.
Played Igor, Eddie again. And
so he played Ryan, which is who I played the round before that. So you stomped him then?
Yeah, it was real good.
Wild wormhole into a Hysteria. I don't think you could ask for anything else.
With a giant logos board. Yeah. It was good.
Well, we'll kind of come back at the end of round 4, and we'll see how we're doing. I'm still going with 2-3. 5-0?
4-1.
I think you're going to go for at least 5-0. I'm saying 5-0 for Dan.
Be nice.
We'll see who's right. We'll see you guys at the end of round 4. All right, guys. Here's the point where I did lose a little bit of footage. I'm not sure if it was due to my phone dying or really honestly what actually happened here. I'm kind of confused. I have footage, but some of it's just degraded. And you can't really tell what's going on. It's super pixelated, and I'm not sure what happened. I do take down both of my round 3 and 4 matches. What you're watching right now is round 4, more than likely. This is kind of the more interesting of the 2 games. We got Double Fangtooth Caverns out, or he has one, I have one. So it's really now a tale of I had at a point determine whether to play the Fangtooth to try to start killing some stuff, and I decide to, and it ends up helping me out in the end. Game number 3 wasn't too crazy. I won that one pretty handily. I think I won that one 3 keys to none. So unfortunately, I'm sorry. I just don't know what happened to the footage. It's there. I just don't want to put in junk footage for the sake of putting in junk footage. It's kind of crummy and just didn't really. I don't know. I just don't want to put it in there. It's pixelated. The audio's junk. This is kind of going to have to do for the first time around. Hopefully, as you guys know, I said in the last cast, I recently got an M50. So hopefully that helps us out a lot as opposed to using the cell phone. The cell phone works nice. It works well, but unfortunately just not as, I guess, reliable as the M50. I did have some battery issues during this time too, where I had to unplug or I had to plug it in to actually get some footage. So, fortunately with an external battery, you're able to just swap batteries, swap memory cards, whatever you need, and kind of go. With a phone, you can't. So hopefully with this new camera, we're going to be able to do a lot more with this kind of stuff, more reliably, as opposed to, you're filming it and then all of a sudden find out it looks great on your phone, but once you import it to your computer, not so hot. So is what it is. Kind of, I guess, just enjoy the game. I'll leave a little bit of a snippet up. This was a fun game. This one came down to the end, and I was kind of biting my fingernails here. But unfortunately, he just decides to continue to gain Æmber and really allow me to use my Too Much to Protect. And his is sitting in his discard most of the time. And knowing I have 2 mimicries, I'm not sure why he continued to surge. I would estimate that I probably got a full key off of just one of, or I should say all 3 TMPTs. It was kind of crazy. This is one that had me biting my nails, but also confused all at the same time. So, hope you guys enjoy, and we'll see you at the end for round number 5 with Dan. Take care. All right, guys, so here we are. It's the end of the tournament. I did not top 8. I did go 3-2. Just seeing some of the decks around, I really didn't. I stole one from the guy in round 4. I really did steal one from him. He played us Too Much to Protect, allowing me really to then mimicry for it, I believe twice, maybe once. And we didn't get a lot of footage. My phone somehow died in the middle of that. I'm not really 100% sure what happened, because it wasn't dead. Like, it turned off, but it wasn't dead. So that happened. We went 3-2. Our last game was against Dan. It was what it was. Dan really, I would like to not say that I got high rolled, but Dan he told me he high rolled. He pulled 10 of his 12 Saurian cards by turn 3 or 4 or something like that. So it was what it was. I got RNG'd that round. It happens. And once his Saurian board was set up, it was over. He got everything right away. So you got to take your lumps We did it, though. I mean, we played the deck for a month and a half, almost 2 months, actually. And really, at the end, did the deck become... Did I get better with the deck? Maybe. I might have won 1, or maybe 2, because I really played it to its full potential. So maybe it's worth a game. Just that the amount of reps is worth maybe 1 or 2 games. In an event, there was one where I was just so efficient, and I really feel like I high rolled on that one. That I was just so efficient, he didn't even forge a key. So we're gonna do this again. I think. I really think I want to do this one more time, somewhere down the line. Because do I feel like I got better with that deck, and me as a player made that deck better since day 1? I think maybe I got more efficient with it. But did I make it better? Did the deck get better because of the amount of reps I had in it? Did I just have the reps, therefore the deck was that much better? I don't think so. I didn't feel it. I really wasn't doing anything. What day is this now? Day whatever this is, 2 months later, that I wasn't doing originally. Maybe I got more efficient. Maybe I noticed some stuff on the board that was different, but I don't feel like I got any better. So I really feel like we need to take another deck. Right? Let's do this a few months down the line. Take it for another few months and kind of see what happens. I don't feel like I got better today or that I made the deck better. The deck is what it was. I thought it'd go 3-2, 2-3. That's exactly where it finished. 3-2. I think success, but do I think that reps with the deck will make the deck better? No. I didn't get that feeling at all. So maybe next time we'll do a bigger deep dive into it. Maybe I'll record more so we can really get that feeling. So I think I learned some things this time from a recording standpoint that I can make better for next time. You know, maybe we do a game or 2 stream a day as the one deck challenge and kind of go from there and see what happens. So we'll find out. 3-2 on the day. It was a fine finish to the day. There was nothing crazy. I expected to kind of finish around that mark, and that's where it was. So we'll take it. Good finish. I don't know. Still not happy. I wanted a top 8. I did want a top 8, and it looked like it was for a while there something that was going to happen. And I ran into Dan. Dan's a monster. So it is what it is. Well, we'll see you guys on the next one. I do have some other ideas. We got some other primes we got to get to. And we'll be going to some some vault tours here shortly. So we'll be doing those. Otherwise, we'll catch you on the next one.